Greetings and welcome to Euroman's movie report. It's been a while because I have been busy with work, etc. But I go to the movies every Friday, as you know. And this week I watched a movie. I watched Season of the Witch. Season of the Witch, it's not as bad as many other Nicolas Cage films, but it's almost there, and here's why. Season of the Witch sees the reunification of Nicolas Cage with Dominic Sena, the director, who directed the movie Gone in 60 Seconds from the year 2000, which was a fairly good movie, and it was also the first movie which I took a girl to on a date on. So not on the movie, but I had a girl with me from my high school class at the time, so I have a special relationship with that movie. So but Dominic Sena also made Operation Swordfish, you know, the cool techno thriller with all the keyboard tapping by Thomas Jane, which also starred John Travolta and had the famous Halle Berry nudie scene. So it was a great movie. But ever since he made Gone in 60 Seconds and Operation Swordfish, it has been all downhill from for Dominic Sena. So yeah, and I don't know about Season of the Witch, but they should have considered marketing it as a comedy instead, because the acting and directing was very funny and wasn't very scary at all. And in the leading roles we of course have Nicolas Cage, and then some other people call him Dickless Cage. So, but that's a whole other story. And we have Ron Perlman, you know, Hellboy, as his co-knight, and Nicolas Cage and Ron Perlman, they they are temple knight, they are Crusader knights, and the movie takes place in the 12th century. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be French or what they are, but I have Nicolas Cage's name is Bearman and Ron Perlman's name is Felsen. So and the settings and they look they don't look British. So I think the other scenes they're supposed to take place in France, but maybe that's just me because it doesn't very well look like England. So anyway, Felsen and in Bearman, they walk around, in the first 15 minutes of the film. They walk around in the Middle East as crusaders, and they chop down a lot of people and goats, and then they are asked to storm a town where they Nicolas Cage stabs this woman. Sorry, it's not meant to be funny, but the expression on Nicolas Cage's face while after he realizes he stabbed this woman, he and he just, is it just me, or has Nicolas Cage simply lost his edge? It's like in the early days he could act like in the movie Leaving Las Vegas. He was fairly good, and in Con Air from 1997, but it has got in the 2000s it has gone downhill for Nicolas Cage, in my opinion, because he has lost his ability to act. So I don't know why, but he has. But after Nicolas Cage, Bearman and Bearman, you know, in Danish, Be means shit. So it's Bearman and Felsen. They then returned to Europe And then they come across these farmers, which has been who has been struck with the plague. They have all these. We look like big fat monsters from Star Wars, and then they burn down the farmer's house, and they come to this very fake looking castle with a small village inside of it, and there they are told that there has been a plague, and it is sweeping the entire land, maybe the world, and then there's this witch called the Black Witch, which is played by, let's see what IMDb says. Let's see here. Was it Claire Foy? She is labeled as the girl, so it's probably her. But anyway, what I forgot to talk about was, of course, in the very beginning of the film, we have these women, peasant women, being accused of witchcraft, and they are brought to a bridge, and we have this priest reading from a book, and then they are hung from a bridge, and there's something, but most of the women are innocent, but one of them are very evil. So then, of course, there's a witch cutting to the scene, which takes place in the town where Nicolas Cage and Hellboy come to. They are first accused of being deserters because they left their posts, and then they are asked to help escort this witch to be de-witched. De-witched, it sounds like a Disney pop band. At a neighboring monastery, and they are joined by a thief who doesn't speak like he's part of the 12th century. He sounds American, not British or French, but who am I to judge? So, and then a German knight played by Danish actor Ulrik Thomsen from my country, and they place the witch in this circus man. So, the man does look like circus man, and then they escort the van through some sort of enchanted forest, and we quickly begin to realize that there's something about her, about the witch being a witch. So and then a lot of stuff happens, and Ulrik Thomsen's character gets killed, and then of course I forgot to mention there's a short cameo by Christopher Lee playing a plague-infected cardinal, and I must say his acting was the best in the film, because the rest of the rest of the actors, they seemed they didn't care or anything. So yeah. So what can I say? Then the thief, he's killed by some enchanted wolves, and and then Nicolas Cage, he goes, I'm gonna kill that witch. And but when Perlman of course stops him, and or just let's call him Hellboy. He stops him, and then they come to this monastery, and it turns out that the witch is in fact a demon, and they have to fight. And Nicolas Cage's death scene, he sits there, having an expression on his face like this, and in my opinion, it should have been marketed as a comedy, because it was one of the worst films I have seen in a while. So yeah, but I laughed a lot. So yeah, and I think Nicolas Cage needs to. Ron Perlman, for instance, he did the best he could, while Nicolas Cage, being this big action star, he yeah, he comes around and, I'm Nicolas Cage and I am a big action star and I need to be in the screen all the time. But Nicolas Cage, you can't act anymore. It's like it's like Nicolas Cage has lost his mojo, acting mojo. So I don't know, but yeah. But I was entertained, and if you guys like a film which is a mixture between Hellboy and Kingdom of Heaven, not mostly Hellboy and a little pinch of Kingdom of Heaven, then you should definitely check out Season of the Witch. Yeah, so if I'm gonna review this film, I would say 2 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles. I was originally going to give it a 1 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles, but I was entertained and I laughed. It made me laugh, so 2 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles. So this is it. I'm checking out now. So I talk to you later. This is Euroman of Euroman's Movie Report signing off. And of course, if you would like to donate to the show, you can do it using the handle on PayPal, Euroman28@gmail.com. So I would very much appreciate some donations so I could buy a better camera, and etc. So Euroman28@gmail.com is my PayPal handle. So until the next time, you guys and girls, I see you later.